The Turnout. The venue we used for the first battle was a spot near Dundas Street and Dixie Road in Mississauga called the Second Floor Lounge. I recall the club manager showing me an email he got from California from a producer who somehow heard about the battle and wanted to participate. I didn't know what to make of it. I thought he made it up until I seen the actual email. Did Cali even know Toronto existed in 2005 was debatable. Other than a Cali artist coming to perform in Toronto, it was a stretch of the imagination to think someone from the West Coast would consider traveling to Toronto to enter a beat battle in 2005. I guess I didn't fully believe in the power of social media in those days. I sensed we were onto something with this Battle of the Beatmakers thing. I had no idea what to expect exactly when it finally went down. I did everything within my abilities to promote, market, and build a buzz about this battle. I figured I might be at a slight disadvantage because we held this first battle in Mississauga, a suburb to the west of Toronto, and I didn't see people willing to travel across the city just to hear producers play beats. I was dead wrong. When I rolled up early to the venue, early to set up and get everything straight with the venue manager, there were already a few cars in the parking lot. I thought this was kind of odd, being that I showed up almost 2 hours before the doors were to open. I spent the next hour or so feeling out the venue, getting the stage ready, door staff ready, security ready, DJ and host ready, judges ready. It was about this time that the venue manager gave me the head signal to come outside. I stepped outside and seen a lineup that almost wrapped around the venue. I was shocked. The venue manager said he never saw that happen before, especially for a random event that wasn't already established. I wore a custom maple leaf jacket designed by my cousin and designer, Curtis James, which happened to be a bright red. I didn't think nothing of it, but we were still in the midst of the Bloods and Crips phenomenon that swept through Toronto in the mid-90s. I could feel the hard looks coming from some people who obviously traveled from various hoods in the city and most likely came from Crip blocks. One of the bigger hoods in Toronto is Rexdale, which is next door to Mississauga, so I assumed they were heavily in attendance. No violence happened that night, nor at any other BBM event, although the air always felt like something could happen at any moment. That was just a part of the culture. BBM has always remained an event heavily attended by all the hoods, yet no violence. The audience was overwhelmingly from the West End, and being that the host Aristo was heavily representing the whole West End movement with his West End Writers mixtape series, it would seem that the producers with the biggest support would be the West End producers. That theory was completely destroyed by the end of the night. We had local publications like Mississauga News to national outlets like CBC Radio in attendance. We had a lot of minors and new school hip-hop heads, but we also had an equal balance of older heads. This made the crowd reaction to beats even more interesting, because after hearing dozens of beats, some people became restless and numb to hearing the subpar beats. It would take a handful of producers with a special kind of ear to almost foresee what it would take to rock the crowd.